Hello, everyone. I'm making a video for the first time in a long-ass fucking time. How is everybody? This will be uploaded on YouTube, of course. And I thought, you know, since I'll be getting back into streaming, so I'll be streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. Both are at Silver Tategami Plays. I've adjusted some of my... I took a bit of time out to do a lot of stuff to deal with my health and everything. But I just wanted to get back in here and kind of like have fun, show you the types of games that I play like on a daily basis. I don't do gacha games a ton. I only ever play like one gacha at a time, and things that I don't think will do well on a stream, or I don't think I can physically stream without it crashing. I will be doing a video for if I do one, like if I want to upload it. And I felt like doing something like this, just showing you kind of like what I do, very little editing, you know. I am gonna make a thumbnail for this, of course, but I'm not gonna have very much editing in this video at all, so you won't hear a single bit of my cussing being taken out at all. But that's fine, I don't give a fuck. I just thought I would talk. Sorry about my voice. I just thought I would talk a bit while making a video that I could upload to my channel. I'm planning on streaming kind of like every day from now on, streaming or having a video uploaded at the very least. It's currently late, and that's kind of like my schedule. It's late for me. My time zone, it's almost 11, which is when like FGO daily resets. And I just wanted to show like my FGO count a bit. I am completely free to play, by the way. To prove that, I do have a bit of Saint Quartz, a decent bit. To prove that, you can see I don't have any paid Saint Quartz. See, 0 paid, 48 free. I'm saving up for Mori Nagayoshi, which is coming out in December. Well, actually November. It's at near the end of November or middle of November. Early December is when it's theorized to come out. And I really want Mori Nagayoshi at NP5. He's a limited 3-star unit. Anybody, he's not great, by the way. He is a buster crit. If anybody who plays FGO, you would understand. Anybody who plays FGO would understand what I mean by a buster crit. Anybody who doesn't is going to be fucking lost on that. But I just wanted to like get on here and like make a video to start kind of like going through some of my processes. Yes, I see. You do see Honor Menu there. Fate players are going to be like, why have you used Grails? And why does he have full command seals? I'm not going to answer that question. Actually, I will. My banner in game has 100% said on Remain You Simp for the longest time. And I stand by that. I stand by that statement. I stand by the fact that I am an honorable menu simp. Because I am. But I did want to show kind of like how free to play this game actually kind of is. Because it is extremely free to play now. Like, you can easily get tons of spawns free to play. Because your weekly, you can get these sync quartz fragments. Each of these quests, very easy to complete most of the time. They give you 3 fragments each, and 7 fragments is how you get a single sync quartz. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So that's 21, 7, 14, 21. That's 3 sync quartz weekly that you can get. Not to mention any events that are going to be in limited time. They have a lot of events that have come out a lot lately. Constantly having events for new players happen. And progression events that help you progress through the story by giving you, like, leyline stones, which lets you continue for free. Like, if you die in a map, it lets you continue for free. You get a free 5-star pull. I spent mine on Bradamante. This is not my first account. I spent mine on Bradamante. Probably should have got Coup Alter, to be fair. But, like, I wanted a Lancer instead of a Berserker because I have weird Berserker luck most of the time. Because I almost always pull, on my first pull, Tamamo and fucking Heracles. Like, I get Berserker Tamamo and Heracles every fucking time. I should probably show my actual, like, servants. And I'll do it this way. There's Bazette here. This is sorted by level, I believe. This is my Bazette. She's my favorite unit. As you can see, I have treated her very well. 2000 bond limit removed. Full level 100, Grail depth to level 100, because level 90 is her max. All level 10 skills. I do not have, again, because I'm free to play, I haven't gotten enough. I got very lucky during Valentine's Day, because she's a Valentine's servant. I got very lucky and pulled 4 of her. I wish I had the screenshots for the pulls because it was fucking insane. I wasn't even trying to get her, by the way. To be fair, I was not trying to get her. I was just pulling at random. Just being like, oh, well, it's an event limited, so might as well. Oh, I got Bazette. You know? Let's just keep pulling. And I got several of her. And her NP is amazing. I like using the first Ascension. The second Ascension is more hot, to be fair. I don't like the third Ascension as much, just because it's like... It's not like the boxer type that I feel like represents her. I like her as this, like, tomboy-esque look. I really like that in comparison to, like, the very womanly, almost wedding dress style of the third Ascension. The second Ascension is good, though. Skin-tight outfit instead of a suit. Very nice. Because they have a lot of it, they had a lot of events, especially recently, that have given a fuck ton of, like, beast footprints for people who have played, and you can still do these events. These are permanent events, or permanent things you can get. I have a shit ton of beast footprints, which are used to level up command codes, or command cards, rather. So you see, she's got 3 that are maxed out, 2 that have none, because I'm not wanting to spend all my QP. I do have Draco. Did not take me long. No. Yeah, it did not take me long to get Draco. I almost got the 330 pulls needed. I spent a lot of my free Saint Quartz getting Tiamat. And I don't even use her because I use Bezette as my alter ego. But I do have Draco. I use Draco in my party very often. She's a very big member of my party. This is my account. It is based on level, is the filter system here. So it's not rarity right now. Probably swap it to rarity. Just to show. The party ones come up first, too. I have these in my party for various reasons. But in rarity, we've got her. I think I spent one bit of money. And that was on the, when I started the account, I did the boosted spawn, where you're guaranteed one out of a certain amount of 5 stars. You're guaranteed 1 5-star, and Ryugi Shiki is in that list. She was my 5-star out of that pull. That was the one bit of money I've spent on this account. I do have Demon King Nobunaga. I'll show you that it is 100% a free-to-play account because not a fucking one of these really has that much NP level. They're all like at NP level 1. I've pulled them once, have not gotten another one. Same with Demon King Nobunaga. Tiamat only has the 1. Of course, she only has the 1. She took me fucking forever to get. I did get all of the characters for the event, by the way. I have Tiamat, Locusta, and Draco. I like... Locusta is cute and, like, girl failure look. She has that... she has that look that if you ever thought of, like, the anime girl failure type, she's that type. 100%. I can't think of the characters, but I'll show you Locusta once we get to her. I don't have her level up much, but I love the idea of Locusta. Of course, you've seen my Bazette in P level 3. This is in the... she is in all spawns. I only have her at NP1. She's a pretty good tanky type of unit, by the way. I do like MASH as well. I use MASH very often in my parties. Of course, Draco only NP1. This was an event exclusive. Or not. Yeah, it's an event servant, a free servant. All the free servants are 4-star. So he is at NP5. I think the only ones I have at NP5 are free-to-play units. Ones that you can get without spending anything at all. Like, they have friend point summons, which is like, oh, you get a free 10 pull out of the friend point every day, and you also get, if you get 2,000 friend points, excuse me, by the way, if you get 2,000 friend points, you can get a free 10 pull on it. It's only free. That's the only way to get non-Remaining, by the way, for people who don't play this game. We do have Barguest. She's also at bond level 10. I got her very early. She was one of the first ones I pulled as well. And she's just a very good tank. I have spent a lot of free Saint Quartz in the story summon, which people say don't do. But, like, you can get some very good units out of it. And I'm still trying to get Berserker Lancelot because he's one of my favorites. But currently saving up for Mori Nagiyoshi because he is an absolute favorite. This was this was always my first. It's Tamamo Cat, Berserker, I have pulled her constantly on accident out of summons. We have Mash. Of course we have Mash. Mash is Mash, basically. She only upgrades through the story. Of course, we have things like Mandricardo, free unit. He's at NP5. Lubu. Sorry, not Lubu. Zufu. Decent healer. Her NP is kind of useless to have at NP5. Just because it's like, it's only a self-heal. The crit stars are nice. But it's just a self-heal. We have Edward Teach. Salome. What's this guy's name again? Eric Bloodaxe. I don't actually have these in, like, farming parties or anything. They're just in a party that I was using to get their bond levels up. And these are all free to play. Anything that's like 3-star or lower is a free to play unit. Anramenu is considered a 2-star unit, even though he has no stars. He's the secret unit that you can get out of the friend point summon, and he is the hardest unit to spawn at all. He's the rarest unit in the game. Rarest servant to find. We have Ritra. I think I've gotten like 2 of her from my random spawning. No, I haven't. I've only got 1. There's my 5-star summon. That was Bradamante, of course. I've gotten very lucky on my account, to be fair, to be able to have so many 5-stars. We have Ozymandias. Again, they're not all leveled up max yet. They all have almost max levels for their stuff, but not quite. We have Scheherazade. We have, of course, we have Jack the Ripper. We have Bunny Altria. I always say Arturia, but it says Altria in game. We have Jean. I got Jean very early. She's pretty good, by the way. If you get her, her actual like rank ups, her skill ranks, she is very good because her NP would normally like stun herself. But it's so much better now. They've improved it because they improve certain units over time. Then we have Kukulkan. Again, I've only gotten 1 Kukulkan. This one is an event unit. It was a Christmas unit. Santa Carna. So it does have NP5. For those who have not played recently, they have released the Evocation Festival, so you can get a lot of these free-to-play units that have not been able to be gotten, like these welfare units, as they're called, like Katsushika Hokusai. I bad with Japanese pronunciation. But you can get her to NP5 through the Evocation shop. I'll show you that in a minute. Lakshmi Bai, Saber, Dire Mood. Then we have the Saber Ellie, or Ellie Brave. Chevalier. Siegfried. I'm currently trying to max out Siegfried. I'm missing 1 reverse scale. Saber Lily here. This is Saber Lily. She's a free-to-play 4-star. She can only be gotten out of the free-to-play or the friend point summon, so it's very easy to get her. We have Bob-on Sith, which is the curse version of Locusta. So Locusta, Bob-on Sith has an NP that boosts the damage of every curse. Burped. Of every curse stack. And Locusta does the same thing except with poison. Attila the Santa. This is Attila the Santa. There's an event that you can get by going through the story. It's in the shop. You can buy the event in order to unlock her. It's not hard. That event isn't hard. Oda Nobunaga is a free-to-play, is a welfare servant. This version of Oda Nobunaga is a free-to-play servant. Then we have Archer Emiya. We have Percival. I really liked Kynus, by the way. Very much like Kynus as a character. Like to use her. She was also one of my first Quinn Liang Yu. One of my first servants on this account. She's not great in my opinion. We have Valkyrie. I have a lot of 4-star servants. We have Neja. I mostly get 4 stars. Medusa. We have Vlad the Third. This is Vlad Extra in game. This is Vlad Extra. I like Vlad Extra. He's very cool, but he's also a unit you could, just get out of story summon. We have Elizabeth, normal Ellie, which is Lancer. We have Habitrot, which is a free-to-play unit. You have to go through a certain amount of the story in order to unlock her. You have to get through Fairy Camelot, which is very far, by the way. So it takes a long time to unlock her in the friend point summon. But you get 1 copy for free for completing Fairy Camelot. And then she becomes available in the free-to-play, in the friend point summon. Summer, it's Rider Mordred, so Summer Mordred. This is a welfare unit from a event that no longer goes on, so it's an evocation festival. Rider Martha. But yeah, no, there's a lot of these that are already maxed that are 4-star are 100% the units you can get out of the evocation festival. So the caster shooting Caster Ellie, Halloween Ellie, Assassin Skahawk, Berserker, Alter. It's Berserker Jean Alter. Of course, we have Heracles. He's always in my first summon. Every fucking time he's in my first summon. I always get him. Let's get back down there. Every fucking time I get him, by the way. And I only have 1 of him. I've only ever gotten 1 so far. Only have 1. The Ruler. This is Ruler Quetz. She's also a welfare servant that you get for free. BB is a free servant from an unlockable event. It's an unlockable story and she's free from that, you have to. Oh, excuse me. You have to like beat it to get her. Really. Then we have this is Mysterious Idol X, Foreigner. She's also a welfare servant. This is Mysterious Heroine XX. This is not a welfare servant. These two are also not welfare, but they're both pretenders. Then you get into the 3 stars, of course, that I don't have things that are like story locked maxed out yet. I believe I have Bedivere almost maxed out. Is Bedivere maxed? I'm missing one. Missing one Bedivere because you can only get it in story summon. Story locked characters, quote unquote, what they're called is story locked, where you have to get them by going so far into the story. You have to unlock the ability to spawn them. Are only available in story summon. I know I have almost every 3-star that exists currently in A. Later this year we're gonna get a new 3-star that's added to the general pool, Theseus. Which will be nice because that's another 3-star summon to get from free-to-play summon, which does further crowd the list. So it's harder to pull on Romaniu, but still, it's nice to have that he's not like story limited or anything, that he gets into the general population. All of these, like Fergus, Gills, Sabergill specifically, Caesar, William Tell, this guy, I forget his name, Billy the Kid. All of these that aren't story locked are all in P5 already. Like Ushiwakimaru. I have Asclepios. I do have Okada Izo. I do have Izo. But I don't have him. I've only got one of him. I got him when he was, because he's limited. He is only available during events to summon, just like Mori. But Izo seems to come out more often than Mori, because I have not seen Mori in like over 2 years. Story locked. That's I forget his name. Fucking Salieri. He's basically Pretender Shakespeare, but he's an Avenger. He's the guy who killed Shakespeare, Salieri. Quotes around that. He didn't actually kill Shakespeare. Not Shakespeare. Fucking Amadeus Mozart. Not Shakespeare. What am I saying? Shakespeare's also in this. There's Shakespeare. That is why I said Shakespeare. Because I'm looking at Shakespeare's fucking chiseled jawline. This is Mozart. They have very similar final ascension. They have very similar look to them with the framing. And that's done on purpose. But yeah. She's excuse me. Bunyan is very good. It used to be, I believe Bunyan used to be one of the best farmers that you could get, but she was event limited and came out eventually as a free thing you could get. So she's a welfare servant as well. But yeah, no. We have Arash there, who's still one of the best. Because he just NPs and fucks off. But I'll show you the evocation shop. This is a refresher for anybody who doesn't play Fate anymore and hasn't played Fate in a bit. There's the reset, by the way. I was talking for a good bit so I could get the reset, to be honest. I wanted the reset first before I started doing more of the event, because that's what I'm going to be doing. It's just event farming for a bit, as well as talking. Oh. By the way, just to shit talk a little bit. Fuck Pirate Software. I've kept up with some of that bullshit, and I never really liked Pirate Software to begin with. As a content creator, he always felt like he was trying to sound like he knew everything. Because I started making games, honestly, but I never actually like really published anything, so I can't say I'm a game developer. I mostly did the writing for a game that was in the works for like years, but that's come to a halt as well. But excuse me. As I was saying, I will say Pirate Software talks far too much, especially about the, his most recent fuck-up, honestly. The thing that got him recently in trouble with Moist Critical. It's funny that he's in trouble with Moist Critical. But the initiative for the, fuck, I forgot the name of it. I had it in the fucking tip of my tongue. But it's Stop Killing Games. That's the word. Stop Killing Games. He has no idea what he's fucking talking about, by the way. Because there are several examples where a company does not suffer whatsoever from allowing the community, which is, this is what Stop Killing Games is about. Do not listen to Pirate Software's dumb ass because he's a video game shill. He shills for a company. There's plenty of examples where a community keeps a game alive by themselves. Gundam Evolution, for example. It has stopped being produced. It's already been shut down. It was shut down in, what, 2023? That game is still well and alive. Solely because the community and the game developers don't stop it. Because the game is shut down. That is what Stop Killing Games is about. That's what it's about. That you can't see that I'm pointing? I am pointing at something that doesn't fucking exist. Because that's what it's about. It's not about making multiplayer games single player after they go offline. No. It's about giving the ability for a community to continue playing a game that they spent money in. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Give the players, the people who supported your game, the ability to continue playing even if you don't want to support it anymore. That is all that Stop Killing Games is about, and I'm all for it, and everybody should be. Anybody who isn't, is just fucking wrong. They're just wrong in their assumptions of what it would be about, like, of what it can do. Back on top, I had to go off onto a rant because I wanted to talk about that so fucking long. And I want it to stay the fuck up, by the way. I'm hiding this in an FGO video. I'm hiding this rant in an FGO video, and I'm going to talk about it on stream when I stream again. I am going to fucking talk about it with my friends on stream. Because it's important. But this... I got heated there. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't apologize to Pirate Software. I apologize to the viewers who were not expecting a rant about Pirate Software. That's clear now. But this is the Evocation Festival. As you can see, you get the chance to buy units with these Evocation leaves. You get the chance to buy units with Evocation leaves, as well as the materials to upgrade or to ascend them to max level. And their NPs to get them to max NP. As well as servant coins. You can get every servant coin that you will need for a servant. I have not done that with most of the servants. Because, of course, it's expensive because it's 50 per 10 coins. And it costs like 1,000 something leaves to do that. Because there's 48. I have some of them because I've leveled them up. Like their bond, when you level up the bond of a servant, you get servant coins. But regardless, that's like the Evocation Festival. That's a permanent addition, and they're slowly adding on to it. I believe later this month or later this year, we're getting Evocation Festival Part 6, which will release some newer characters. I think Mecha Ellie is in the next part, but I'd had to double check, and I don't want to double check right now. Because in order to stream this, I had to stream my entire screen, and you would see me searching the online for it. And because I'm too lazy to swap screens right now. And I don't really want to share my entire fucking screen while I do that. Because then you would see my jank-ass setup for stream. Because I'm using OBS. I'm swapped from Streamlabs to OBS. Because I dislike how much it took to run Streamlabs. And I know OBS a lot more. But let's get on to the actual fucking gameplay, which is just... I am skipping these, by the way. I'm not watching the story for events. Even though they're funny, I'm not watching them currently because I want to get through it. To be able to farm more, because I'm trying to full clear this event as much as possible. I got very lucky. Very, very lucky, by the way, in that I got one of the event CE's craft essences. I got one of them from a map. Oh, I got Yarandu, finally. She is the welfare servant for this event. You have to get her to a certain point before she's before the end of the event, or you have to. I think you just beat the event. or something in order to keep her. But I can't remember what it takes. A VVV stick. That must be her ascend materials. Okay. So there's new stuff. Yeah, there it is. So there's new stuff in like the shop, right? As well. Yeah, the VVV sticks are here. Sorry if that sounded really bad. I just hit my mic on accident. There's certain things that you get. As the event goes on, it unlocks more shit. I got apart but together. I already have one of those. Now I have one that has an extra. But I got that one from a drop. And you could get it fully limit broken through the event. Because you get one from the missions of each one. And then there's 4 in these shop. So one of these is extra and I don't have to buy it. And I'm not going to. I'm going to save the AP pounds for that. One of the AP pound ones I'm just not going to buy. So I don't have to spend the AP pounds on it. And I can use them more effectively. But I've done a good portion of this event already. I play this at least once a day. I probably should have been uploading videos on it since I haven't been able to stream. But I had to deal with some health issues for a bit. Myself. So I couldn't, like, really stream effectively and enjoy it. And I decided I might as well do a video instead for at least a moment. Because I didn't even know if this would record or not. And it is recording. I am going to reset this to level because don't need to worry about that anymore. Let me put this in here first. Execute. I do have to get her to a certain level as well. I'm gonna put her in my party. By the way. That's one of the missions, by the way, that's free. That's, like, permanent. Is just leveling up servants. There's leveling up servants, ascending servants. I probably should have showed those off. But you have tons of missions for all of those, for each class, by the way. Not every single extra class, since she's an extra class. She shares with several others. But that helps because there's not a ton of extra classes anyways. Sabers and Lancers have, like, the most, I believe. But, see, Alter Ego, Foreigner, Pretender, and I think Beast. Which Beast is a new class. Draco is currently the only Beast. Eventually we'll get Space Irish Kagal, which will be the second Beast class servant. But Beast class servants are like a better version of I feel it's a better version of a Berserker. I feel a Beast class is just a better Berserker because you actually don't have a Berserker deals effective, like they're super effective against everything, but everything is super effective against them. Basically is the gist of it. With Beast, you're super effective against the main classes. Anything that's not an extra class, you are super effective against, and they are weak against you. However, you are weak against extra classes and take extra damage from extra classes. So, there's a trade-off. But it's very good class. I love it. I love Draco. She's very useful for me. I use her in my party now. She is what replaced a Berserker in my party. Like my main party. Which I should probably show. I'm currently using a... I'm skipping. I'm currently using a... Those are genuinely hilarious. Like, the event ones are genuinely hilarious. But... currently not trying to do that. Let me see what I want to replace here. I'll probably actually replace Hyakushiki. Or Ryugushiki. Hyakushiki? That's a Gundam. That's a Gundam, my guy. Literally just said, I'm going to replace the Hyakushiki. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you're replacing. Oh, boy. Where's she at? There she is. She's right next to Crazy Gil. Caster Gil. But she needs to be in my party for 10 missions. You probably heard a Discord peeing in the background. Oh, I forgot to put on streamer mode. But that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Don't worry about that at all. Don't worry about it. It's probably my friends. We haven't met in a bit because I haven't streamed in a bit. Like, we haven't, like, talked and called as much as often because everybody's busy as well. I'm hoping to bring that back once I start streaming so we can all just hang out, have fun again as normal. Like when I was playing my fucking Yakuza playthrough in, like, Minecraft. I think the most recent ones were Skyrim. But I'm also thinking of actually streaming and playing some Gundam Evolution. But that would be hard because I don't have separate audio channels. So if I were in call with anybody, you would hear them. Which I'm not gonna be, most likely, if I do that. If I stream it, I'm not really gonna be on call. Because I do love Gundam Evolution. It's a great game. Very good game. It is going to run a little bit like that, by the way. My FGO runs quite poorly. Hence why it crashes when I use Streamlabs. Because I'm not screencasting. I'm playing it. Like, I'm physically playing it on a emulated device, basically. It's not cheating. It's just using my laptop as a phone. Because I do that. I mean, a phone is just a type of... Why did it go all black? Oh, it's burning. Oh, the forest is on fire. This is why I love the Zen, by the way. It's just fucking NP. It's straight. Hey, fuck you. It says it's a single target NP. Don't mind that it runs like that. It says it's a single target NP, which it is, in theory. But it's not single use. It's like if on-remain use NP was good. Because it's counter. You get hit, like she puts a target on herself, and if she gets hit, she counters. Every time she gets hit. And if you have, like, evade, it's really useful. It's really useful to have evade on her, to just use evade before you use the NP, which I'm sure most people do. That's typically why I have, like, I used to use MASH specifically in my party, because Bazette has been my hard carry throughout the entirety of the fucking story mode, which I'm currently caught up. Later this year, there's more story mode to be released. There's more of the story to be released. I believe it's later this year. Yeah. I think that's when we get... it's right after that we get Mori and Shinpachi. I'm hoping to get Shinpachi. But I don't mind if I don't. I just want Mori Nagiyoshi. Mori Nagiyoshi is the one character that I really want to have an NP5 of. And on a previous account, that's UDK Barguest. She's brand new to this event. She just released, or is releasing sometime this event. Same with Castoria Berserker. Castoria Berserker is new. I'll show the summon, the spawns. Because I don't think UDK Barguest is out yet. But people were excited for UDK Barguest because she's thick as fuck. This Gyaru goes in. Chloe. This is Castoria Berserker. I love that it says Altria Castor Berserker. Because it's specifically Castoria. Which is a different version of Oratoria. Then we, of course, have Gawain, the Knights, Oberon. I'm not spawning on these. I probably could. But I want to save all of my Saint Courts to try to get NP5 Mori. So I don't want to spend anything at all until that comes out. Which is always hard for me because I was one of those people who would always just spend as soon as they got it. Which a lot of people say is not good to do. Is people who play this game tell you never to do that. But, like, if you're free to play, what the fuck does it matter? They're like, oh, wait for Castoria to come out again. And shit like that. And it's like, I don't really want to. To be fair. Exchange for the key that unlocks next story quest. So you have to get that. Fuck. You have to do that to continue the story. That's fucked up. Is it actually the next one? It is. It is genuinely the very next one. Normally, I would probably do this one. No, wait. That one doesn't even give me anything, so it's better to do this. Is it? What does 70 release? Or what does 70 give? Let me check that. I'm actually going to check the drop rate on this real quick. Current event list. I use the Fate Grand Order fandom wiki, by the way. Which is a good way to do it. FGO Summer 2025 event. US. Because I don't play JP, I do not play JP, by the way. That's just me. I don't play JP. Some people do. I don't. Just because I prefer to actually be able to understand the game. fucking... Ugh. This is disgusting how this is, like, formatted here. How this is formatted right now is disgusting. On my phone, at least. The drop rates are... I'll still actually do the other. I'll do this once. I'll do this one once. Because I get a silver apple out of it. I'll do it once. Wait, is that level 1? No. Sorry, bud. Sorry. That must be a brand new character. You just unlocked them. Give me Kuhaku. Give me Kuhaku's unit. I didn't realize that person had only one level there. I'm really wanting to get to the level 90. The level 90 quest, the 90 plus quest after I beat the epilogue, because I can get reverse scales as a drop, a possible drop, and reverse scales are the hardest thing for me to find currently. And it gives 200 mana prisms, of course. It's basically just a challenge map. But the reverse scale, I need one more to get Siegfried to max level, like max ascension. Which would be nice. It'd be nice to have him in max. If that's another 3 free support. Drop my shit. And I've bought basically the only things I have in Mana Prism Shop are bonus items. Like, of course, they recently released it, so the things that you can buy in the Prism Shop, a lot of the farming craft essences that you could get that were event only out of the Rare Prism Shop became free. So you could unlock them for free, and then they go into the Mana Prism Shop. And so my Mana Prism Shop is fucking full of them. Like the Mona Lisa, the Bella Lisa, those craft essences are all free now. That happened very recently, like absolutely very recently. They're starting to release a lot of the stuff that's in the Rare Prism Shop for free. So I feel like they're getting ready to put some of the event stuff that's not quite as old in it. So like, they're putting I feel like they're getting ready to put in a lot of new event like limited time stuff. She's dead. That sucks. By the way, I love On Romania. I do. Love the character to death. He's one of my favorite characters because he's cool. That's it. That's the only reason. He sucks. Like, you look at the tier list, you go to the Game Press tier list that I've seen that has not been updated since I last checked. The Game Press tier list it ranks him as the worst servant in the game. They're not wrong. Sneeze. Excuse me. They're not wrong that he's the worst servant, because he just actually sucks. It's very bad. It's not fun to use. Because he's got very little damage. Even at level 94, he's not equivalent to Nash, who was at the time like that. And he's got 1,000 foes on him. He's got 1,000. It's not 2,000. 2,000. Yeah. I've been using Bazette is max. I've been using the 4-star foe on Draco. So she's at like 1,500 currently, which is very nice. And you get a ton of those, by the way, especially for free now. You can get a lot of them for free. So again, new account or a returning account. Perfect time, by the way. Maybe not perfect right now, but like you can get a fuck ton of stuff to upgrade your units. And then if you get to the current story progression, which is Ordeal Call, if you beat the current story in Ordeal Call, you get to, once you get to Ordeal Call, I think that's when you unlock, what's the word? Class score. And class score lets you upgrade some of the characters beyond what you're able to. Still have 2. I save up to buy the most expensive stuff first. That's why you see these don't have the beans or the leaf thing. What is this called? Oh, can't check there. But these 2 things, this and this, I've bought this one's fully. Shut up, phone. But I save up for the most expensive stuff first in order to get those out of the way. Technically, I buy the evocation leaves first and foremost. That's what I did. That's why you don't see these up here. They're at the very bottom. I buy all of those first because they're the most important to me, because those are the hardest things to get, because you can only get them daily, and you only get 30 daily. You have to complete your 3 daily missions and you get 30. I could probably buy some Hellfires of Wisdom to start leveling up that one chick. The free woman. You'd have to get her to 3rd stage or something like this. And Yorandu. Yeah, that's her name. Yorandu. But I need those tickets. So I'll go to Chun Chun Tay. I feel like I know what this is in reference to, and if you're into like anime and Japanese culture, you might understand. But I understand. And I believe that's what this is a reference to, and it's funny. It's very funny. Dick jokes are always funny. Because it's a dick joke. Let me be right back. I have to use the bathroom. I will be quick. Don't mind the space that I've got. Okay, pretend I was here the entire time. I'm not editing this video. I'm not cutting that out. So there's gonna be a space. There's gonna be a space of just dead air. But that's what you get with me. I'm not one of those people who's like hardcore into, oh yeah, I gotta edit out everything that sounds bad or like looks bad on me. No. You're not getting that. You're getting full on fucking honest, uncut bullshit. I'm not cutting jack shit out of my videos unless it's really bad. Specifically videos I upload. Because I don't want it to seem like I'm... if it's a video that's intentionally edited to be funny, that's different. I will edit videos to be funny, but that'll be like a post process. I'll have a raw and cut version, and then if there's certain things that are like funny, like if I'm doing a playthrough of something alone instead of streaming it, or I'm doing a stream and I want to cut up part of the stream and upload a separate video for it, so people don't have to watch an entire long ass stream. I'll do that. But I just wanted to show a bit of what I do on a daily basis. Actually. Because I haven't been as active, and I really need to also like upload videos for YouTube as well as do streams. So when I'm not like streaming, I'll probably be making videos like this about what I do daily. And then my streams are gonna be a daily thing that's like separate from videos. Because the videos aren't necessarily going to be uploaded at the same time is when a stream is, of course, live. The videos, however, are likely going to be backlogged. But I'm going to try to have a video for every day, as well as I fucked that up. I meant to do that. I meant to put Mokito between that. Yeah, she would have been dead. Upset. I love that they call her just Majin Saber. She's Okita. It's one of the alters. I think there's multiple alters of her now. I'm just gonna NP here. I love the NPs. Although I do have them all on fast versions. So they don't last. Oh god, I lagged slightly. Even without like streaming or recording, this game kind of runs like ass. So it's like, as you can see, I'm on the screen for a while. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out! There we go. But yeah, no. I just wanted to share some of my daily shit. Even once I stop recording, I'll probably still be playing while the video uploads and I make a thumbnail. But again, I wanted to share some of my daily stuff. Just stuff I do on a daily basis. Excuse me. I don't have anything to spin these other shit on. So those are just getting saved up. They're just getting saved up to be able to, like, I could buy the beans right now. These are just getting saved up to be able to buy QP at the end of this event. Because that's what they're for after. They were supposed to be used to get these to level 5, where they're at right now. And I've already done all of them. So they're just getting saved up to be able to be spent on QP after the event. There's nothing I can do with them now, as far as I'm aware. I can't, like, spend them on anything so far. Do I spin the beans on this? I think I do, because it's ascension material. It's more important. Because I can get this faster. Which means I should, because I'm going to try to 100% clear this anyways. I should probably do this. Yeah, just give me fucking 7. Okay, let me enhance. I'm gonna level up this girl, this chick. Because again, you have to get her to a certain point. Oh wait, she's in parties, so she's up here now. There she is. I've been saving these for her specifically because she is an event servant. Which means I'll be able to get her to NP5 very easily. And I try to use those only on characters that I can get to an NP5, really. Or that I have, despite the ones I've already spent on ones that aren't. But I've started a new system where I'm spending those only on characters that are, or at least at first, only on characters who I can get to NP5 because they're more useful than, let's say, a character. They're more useful to me than a character that can, because I have my main party already maxed out. My current party is set, basically. I have a set current party that I'm using. Everything else is just extra at the moment. And so I am doing this with characters that I can get to NP5. So the event characters first, because they have higher stat values. Welfare servants don't change outfits through Ascensions. By the way, any FGO players know that. FGO players know that very well. People who have not played FGO probably don't realize, like, they wouldn't know that. Characters change outfits through Ascension if they're not a welfare servant. Or, again, that's a free servant that's given to you during an event as a welfare. And they do always say temporary. Because that's what they are. They are temporary until you've unlocked them basically. You have to get them to a certain level point or like beat the story in order to permanently unlock them, or get a certain item. It depends per servant. I did just do another one, one of those missions to get free shit. That's permanent now, by the way. Still permanent. Oh, it gives me 2 of these. That's actually useful because I think that gives me the last command code out of the Rare Prism shop. I think. I can't remember. I can't remember if I have them all or not. Because then I'm gonna spend on getting this kind of shit. Let me double check. God Binding Chain. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's the last one. I think there might be one other one after God Binding Chain. These, do not spend on these yet. If you already have, it doesn't matter. But I'm not spending on any of these. Armament of Victory is the last one. There it is. So I have to buy this one, and then I'm good. What does this do? Just C-Star Gather, right? Which that would actually be pretty good on Mori Nagayoshi once I've gotten it. Because I'm going to get it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to get it. After this event, I'm basically just going to be trying my hardest to get free Sankords. I'm going to be trying to get the free Sankords every day. I play a lot of this type of shit where it's just like grindy or bullshit games, basically. Like, I play idle games a lot. Not idle, I-D-O-L. Idle, as in I-D-L-E. I play a lot of idlers as, like, my main games outside of streams. So that's probably what my channel is going to be more like. These NP ups are actually later on going to appear in an evocation festival. So, knowing that, I'm not spending rare prisms on these. Because you can't get servant coins with them right now. Aside from bond level, there's no way to get servant coins. So, the only way, well, these are the servants directly, I think. These are direct servants, right? Yeah, this is direct servants, so you get servant coins by buying them. I think. I'm pretty sure. But you can't necessarily buy servant coins right now for these characters. So you have to buy these. I think you get the 4-star amount of servant coins each time you buy one of these. Which would probably save evocation leaves. But I can wait. Honestly. I can wait on that. I don't mind. But yeah, no. Once I get Armament of Victory, I'm gonna save up my rare prisms just for these like craft essence quests and shit like that. Just because why not at that point? There's the Mana Prism shop, of course. These are the ones that I was talking about. Shit that's like... Excuse me. Some of these are okay. I think purely... Yeah, Purely Bloom is... I feel like that's niche, but still decent. Genuinely. Because a 40% boost to your NP strength is insane. Even though it's per turn, so you'd have to wait several turns. But if you're in like a long mission, this would be useful. But let me actually buy this because I want it. That's it. I just want it.
Yeah.
And I'm immediately going to use it as well. I was doing it on event servants, like servants I already have unlocked and like maxed out. So I was doing it on welfare servants first. Because again, my main party already has all of it. I believe I still use MASH in my main party. I'm currently not using my main party because, again, doing the whole, like, leveling up my bonds levels to get class score missions done. I do want to, before I stop recording, I do kind of want to get to the current story in this event. I want to get to the event story. I'll do this. And I'll still be playing after that. I just want to get the Ramune Ice Pop, finish the current story for the day. And then I'll end the video, start working on it. I'm not planning on doing a ton of shorter videos. Again, I might make like clips of my streams into shorts, but that would just be like a funny thing. Like, eventually I may get animators and stuff too, but it's not in my ballpark right now at all. I still have to do a thumbnail for this video. Before it goes up, I'll be uploading it, then working on a thumbnail at the same time. And it's going to be a simple thumbnail. I never do too complex of a thumbnail, really. That's not my wheelhouse. I'm not a graphic artist. I'm a writer. And barely one at that. Barely a writer because I have jack shit published, really. And I keep like swapping between two, like writing. It's like I don't know what I want, but like streaming is fun. Streaming, doing videos, it's pretty fun. And I mean, I'm gonna be playing a video game regardless, so like might as well. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm not gonna get popular with it, I might as well show people what I like. Damn, that chance to activate really worked. That normally doesn't work that often. Because he had an evade stat. He used a skill that let him have a chance to evade attacks. It's not a guaranteed like most abilities are. He had a chance to evade for one turn. And it activated twice in a row, which was just unlucky for me. My game is really struggling now, so I'll probably end the video quicker, honestly. The more my game struggles, the less this will be able to be watched by human beings that don't exist in lag. And I'm sorry, but again, I use a fucking PC that is, what? almost 10 years old.
そう
It's a laptop. Get that, by the way. So it's not like a tower PC. It is a laptop. Because I don't have the space for a tower, or else I would have bought a fucking tower.
酒を持って
お任せを
皿を持って
I've thought about upgrading to a tower, but you never know when I have to, like, I never know when I have to move. So it's like, why get a tower that would be a lot harder to put in a backpack and take somewhere? Because again, I used to work off of my PC.
お任せを
どうします
はい
So it was harder
出直すがいい
to be like, yeah, no, that's a good idea. You know what I mean? It's harder to say that when you're
酒を
お
持って
任せを
when you're working off of your PC. It's harder to say, yeah, no, this thousands of dollar investment, a decent PC that's gonna be outdated in like
これく
the
らいなら
next year. And people drag on you for it. It's like, yeah, great investment. I'm not a professional
はい
video
皿を
gamer.
持って
お任せを
Like, I'm not
出直す
like a competitive gamer, so I don't care much for I don't care as much about performance as other people do. I do wish I could play more games on stream
皿を持って酒を皿を持って
because, and I can't solely because my PC is bad. If I had a better PC, I could play a lot more than games that I own on
強
stream.
き者であった
Like
だ
I'd
が
love to
私
stream
は
Armored
負ける
Core.
わけにはいかないのだ
Would love to stream Armored Core. I would restart Armored Core to stream that. Because I haven't played Armored Core in a little bit. Ooh, excuse me. Have not played Armored Core in a little bit. Not like... Probably around the time it came out, to be fair. Is how long it's been since I've played it. Because I bought it as soon as it came out. As soon as it came out on PC, I bought it, played it, enjoyed it, loved Armored Core. Still love Armored Core. It's one of my favorite games. Finding the items was a bit frustrating, but
リソースの獲得
that's fine.
アイス
There were frustrating parts of Armored Core, to be fair.
うん
There were frustrating parts.
誰にあげる用のやつ
But
で
that's
す
normal with an Armored Core game.
まあいいです
To be fair, it's not meant to be easy, it's meant to be hard.
どうぞ他に欲しい
It's not meant to be a casual...
ようこそ
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go have fun experience. Like you're meant to have fun, but it's meant to be more like intense, high pace, a lot of action type of game.
しょ
And by the way, my internet is not like my issue at all with streaming. My internet's good. I have decent internet. I have fiber internet in my area. I have very good internet. I just do not have a good PC.
静かに今精霊の声と音の合わせ中よ姿が変わらない分ちゃんと出力上げてあなたの役に立たないとね
I will say, this game, I love the lore of the Fate series, by the way. That's something that I've always loved about FGO
食後の
and the Fate series as a whole. I love the lore of
そろ
it,
そろ
to
ク
be
エストに
fair,
戻るいいよ
um,
その代わり
because
戻ってきたら
it
待っ
teaches you, well, I can't say it teaches you history, but it points you to figures in history and like things you might not normally pay attention to. Honestly. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. It points you to things that you might not normally look at, like in history, like characters, characters in history, figures in mythology, and it lets you like actually learn about them a decent bit, especially if you're a nerd like I am, and look them up afterwards, like after you've gotten a character, being like, oh, I wonder who this is. And that's how I figured out Draco is based on like the character Draco, or Sodom's Beast Draco in this game, is actually like a figure quoted. They're talked about in the Bible. The Beast of Sodom, and she is not only Draco. Not only represents Sodom's Beast, but also the whore of Babylon herself, which is a really intriguing thing for me. She represents the whore of Babylon, as well as the Beast of Babylon. That she rides on in the Bible. The Beast of Babylon is the thing that the whore of Babylon rides upon in the Bible, and Sodom's Beast is a combination of both of those figures. And it's very, because it's theorized that Babylon, the whore of Babylon and the Beast of Babylon, were representative of Rome. And in this, they use a younger version of Nero Claudius from the game, Red Saber, which is a Roman leader. The 7 heads of the beast were represented, or the 7 or 10, I believe. There's a good amount of heads. I forgot. I looked it up before. Haven't looked it up since. But there's several heads, and each head is supposed to represent a different leader of Rome. And like that's why I love the lore, because it's you're finding out about these characters, and like they have a lot of symbolism to them too, because Nero Claudius was supposedly one of those heads from the Beast of Babylon. And so, since they already had Nero Claudius in this game as a woman, they just used Nero Claudius and turned her young. She has an older form. She does have an older form, but I like the animations of the younger one. They're less like, they're more beast-like and less, oh hey, I'm another girl with a sword, because that's what the older one is, just a girl with a sword, basically. And I like the representation, because she even has like the chalice that's spoken about in the Bible. It's really cool to me. I love the like symbolism and everything that is quoted and like referenced in the image of Draco. And that's why it's like I love the lore of this, because you get a lot of that. You get a lot of that, oh hey, you know, here's something like to be honest, Artoria is supposed to be, of course, Arthur Pendragon, because she's Artoria Pendragon.
多少は食い出があるといいが
She's supposed to be Arthur
酒を持てだと思った
from, you know,
何
Kingdom. Which the fuller explanation is a bit for me on that. It's just like, oh, she was actually the entire time. But she was one of the first, like, characters, you know, it's like you give them leeway
金
on
を
that.
持って
I'm not gonna hold it against. I'm not gonna hold that against them. They started at the beginning, so it's like I'm not gonna be mad. Oh, that's Santa Carna, isn't it?
理想のエネルギー補給です
Santa Carna is a boxer, by the way. That's his like.
完了魔術師ども糖分は取らなくちゃ
Even Castoria Berserker is a decent battery. It's not as good as Castoria, battery-wise, but like she's still a decent battery.
はい了解望むところだ
Yeah, because the kangaroo flash by attacking her.
逆光剣
This is why Bazette is very good. She has a 50% self battery at level 0 on her. I always do. I activate her skills. Yeah, that is 100% Santa Carna.
破滅にしろ繁栄に
As
し
soon
ろ
as he punched, I knew who it was.
幕引きま
I
で
thought
あがく
through the silhouette that it was Santa Carna. As soon as he punched, I knew it was Santa Carna. But yeah, no, I love the lore of this game. I love the character lore. I love learning about the actual figures in history, even. Because it makes me look up these figures, these mythological figures, who or what they were, seeing the correlations between descriptions as well as how they show them in this. It's really interesting to me. It's just genuinely like intriguing, and it is really good writing, because the actual storyline, like the main storyline, not necessarily. Like, if I were reading the story of the event, it would be funny. 100% it would be funny and like impactful in its own ways. But the story of the game is very impactful. It's very good. It's very well written. I love the story. Although I can't say I don't necessarily like the story of the Ordeal Call. Ordeal Call story so far has not been my favorite, to be fair. But it's okay. That's fine. You can't produce banger after banger after banger. You know, sometimes you just make something that's slightly more mid. And that's fine to do. Like, not everybody's going to agree that the story is 100% all there. I loved the story of the Singularities. Loved the story of the Lost Belts. Made me cry. Actually. Like, I cried in the Singularities. Genuinely, I cried. couple times. I know that sounds weird because I've never cried on like a video or a stream, but like I cried. I try to not act like a bitch on stream. Oh, this is the new Bob on Sith. The summer Bob on. Kate Sue Princess. I'm currently not using the actual the normal CE that I use on Bazette. I put in the event CE just to see if it would do a little bit better during this event. And it's not doing bad. Honestly, it's not doing bad. It's just not good. I don't have as much growth to start out as I would with Cherry Icicle, which is one of the better CEs that you can put on Bazette. It's one of the highly advised for Bazette. See, it says single target, and it's right. It is single target, but it's not a single hit. 100% it's not a single hit. It is every time she gets hit, it is another hit. Against casters, it is decimating because you can output, even at NP3, you can output almost, like, I think I can output pretty much 150k per hit. And if a caster hits me 3 times, that is fucking, what, 450k damage? So it's like, she does very high damage with her NP. And if you do it right, so long as they don't have something that's like sure hit, or something that gets rid of your evade or your target focus, Bazette is really good. In the Lost Belts, you start getting into enemies who do have shit that like debuffs you or like removes your buffs, or like gets rid of your very useful evasion. But that's fine. Like, it's easy to deal with, genuinely. It's easier to deal with, I should say. It's a lot easier to deal with than, well, I can't say that. I did have to wait for the advancement stuff to get leyline crystals, or leyline stones, in order to progress through certain parts, because I didn't want to waste anything. Oh, so that was just a summon ticket? I'm very shocked that it just was a summon ticket. Then there's a golden apple there. Okay. So that's all of that I can do technically today. Which I did a lot. I've done a lot so far. Again, I'm likely going to continue playing off screen. This isn't a game that I'm only going to be playing on like a video or something. This is a game I play often by myself. And I thought maybe I should share it a little bit. share like a little bit of my team comp, that kind of thing. I'll do a friend point summon. I will do a friend point summon so you can see. If I do videos of this, I'll at least do a friend point summon, I guess. If I do a lot of videos of like me playing FGO, which I most likely will. Anything that I play just like by myself, not on a stream, I'll try to do a video recording of. Just so I have a backlog of things that I can like upload. Anytime this game is shown, I will like it's shown on a video. I will try and do like a free point summon, something like that, at least to keep up people's ideas that it's a gacha game. Here's your gacha aspect. Here you go. I'm hoping for an Honor Mania. None. Okay. Got jack shit. I did get jack shit out of that. But that's fine. I got an assassin foe. Which is decent. An assassin foe is okay. But yeah, no. Thank you all for watching the video. If you've gotten to this part, I very much thank you for watching all the way through. If you want to watch me with my friends live, either alone or with my friends live, I'll be trying to stream kind of like every day. I don't know the hours yet. I'm still trying to figure that out, what hours I should stream. But I'll try to be streaming, you know, once a day, for a little bit at least, on both YouTube and Twitch. Be streaming on both platforms at Silver Tategami Plays. On both, I have it shows in my end credits on Twitch. I have a Twitter you can follow me on. I'll try to post when I upload a video or put up a stream or like start a stream. I post when I start streams, and I'll start posting when I put up a video with a link to the video. If you like this kind of content, just subscribe. You can leave a comment, tell me, excuse me, suggestions you might want for videos, like actual videos, other than just this. Suggestions for games you might want me to stream, that kind of thing. You can put all that in the comments below. It really helps out, I guess, with the algorithm. I don't fucking know. I don't really care if it helps out with the algorithm, to be honest. I do not care for it. But if you like, subscribe. If you want to see me live, also subscribe or follow me over on Twitch, because you'll be able to catch my streams more often. During my streams, I won't really be looking at chat right now because I don't have a second monitor. It's a lot harder. I'll have to probably prioritize my Twitch chat. But I feel like that's still, for people who would watch on YouTube, that's a bit underhanded. The streams will be on YouTube. The Twitch chat will be on screen, so you'll be able to see the Twitch chat while I'm like on YouTube, and it will be recorded on YouTube. I don't like to have my videos deleted, like my lives. That's why I hate Twitch for that. I don't like Twitch for that reason, but I've been using Twitch. I'm at 50 followers on Twitch. I need to get my hours up and my watch time up in order to get to the affiliate, whatever the fuck they have there. but I have enough viewers and followers that I can. I just need to be able to get the concurrent viewers and the watch time average up, so I can do more for everybody. I have a throne. If you want to go look at that, I don't really fucking care if you look at my throne or not. I'm not going to advertise for that right now because that feels very... I just thought I would say it. It feels very weird to advertise for like, oh hey, could you buy me free shit? Like, you don't know me, so like it wouldn't be it wouldn't be great to just like throw that out there. But I wanted to at least say it so people could maybe, if they wanted to help out with a new PC, they could. Because I do have a PC build labeled on there that I would want. It is another laptop, but it's a higher end new gaming laptop that could help with my streaming and everything. There's also some stream stuff as well as a thing for getting my avatar actually live 2D instead of PNG, because I currently just have the PNG. It's already pre-cut, it's just not rigged to be live 2D compatible. So, yeah. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed or liked hearing me rant and talk, go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you want. I don't care. Hit subscribe if you want. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me here. Doesn't matter. But thank you all so much for watching, and I really appreciate anybody who did watch this video. And I will catch you in the next stream or the next video.